Yes, sir, we're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you from Toy Fair 2018. I am at the DC Collectibles Diamond booth and about to do a walkthrough here. I guess I'll just record this and then show some B-roll, show some pictures of everything that's here. I'm here with Brian Walters, and he's going to walk me through everything, and I got a bunch of questions for him, some questions from you guys, and let's get started.
All right, so we're here in the Batman animated section of our booth here, and you know we've released over 45 figures in the Batman animated series line. We're big fans of Batman animated. What we're trying to do now is flesh out the world so that you guys can punch up your dioramas and build sets and do all that sorts of stuff. So we released the Batman Expressions pack last year. It was really successful, really well reviewed, and so we wanted to continue that. We work with Warner Animation all the time on making sure our stuff is as accurate as possible to what the original animation cells were. So they sent us all of these expression sheets, and we're like, these are instantly toys. They gave us a bunch of extra accessories that we could make. So we're coming out with the Joker. He comes out next month. He's got 7 different heads, a lot of crazy accessories, from guns to you know, inflatable tubes to all sorts of things. You can do really crazy things. And then Harley Quinn comes out later in the year. So we've built a diorama down below ourselves here just to show the potential of what you can do with all these added accessories and heads. Really helps you build out the world. And with big items like the Batmobile, the Batwing, and the Batcave, you can really do a lot with the Batman the Animated Series, and really trying to push this world building idea through these products.
Okay, so Batman is out right now, though, correct?
Yes, he is in stores. He's been in stores for a while, so you should still be able to find him. Yeah.
And the retail price for all of these are about $50 each.
$50. Joker comes out next month in March, and August for Harley Quinn.
Okay, so there's been a little bit of concern with collectors as far as this line is concerned. One of the key guys that I follow that does a lot of toy photography, a lot of art with these lines, his name is Brandon.
Yeah.
And he's concerned that the line is ending. Is the line ending after these expression packs come out?
No, we're constantly reviewing new ideas and new characters that we can get into the line. Right now we're focused on the expressions packs, but that doesn't mean we're not going to go back and try and get you more characters. So stay tuned. We have major beats like Toy Fair and San Diego Comic-Con when we announce things, so stay tuned for more information.
And what about Grey Ghost, Two-Face, Scarecrow? Are those things still on the way?
We all have, I'm not going to say they're on the way, but we're always developing as many characters as we can. We are absolutely conscious of the fact that you guys are all completionists, and we want to make sure that we get to Batman the Animated Series, Scarecrow, and Two-Face. So we released the new Batman Adventures, so we're always developing these things. So stay tuned.
What about JLU stuff? I saw a teaser, or I saw what probably I wasn't supposed to see. I saw a picture of Martian Manhunter in this style.
So like I said, we're always developing things. I have nothing to announce today, but stay tuned. We're always experimenting with what we can bring to you guys to make great product for you guys. So
just to let you know, I think that people would absolutely enjoy a Justice League in this style. We already got Batman, we already got Superman. I did see that. My eyes didn't tell me a lie. I hope.
It's good to know that you guys want that. We always like hearing your feedback so that we make the right decisions going forward.
Okay, so good. Is there any place where people can reach out to you guys directly as far as suggestions and things they may want to see, fans?
We're pretty active on our Instagram account, and we're pretty active on our Facebook page. So feel free to throw your comments that way. We are able to reply to a lot of those questions and things like that. So we're watching those boards. So don't think we're not listening. We're totally trying to pay attention as much as we can.
And where would they reach out to you guys as far as like showing off their art, showing off their toy photography or things like that?
On Instagram, just a little while ago, we just did a fan feature with Batman black and white statues. So we're working out the logistics about doing that. So hang tight. Stay focused on our social media for further ways to better connect on that stuff, because we love your photography. We do photography on our own, so we're fans as well. So stay tuned for more on that.
All right, sounds good. All right, moving on.
All right, DC Artist Alley. We have limited edition vinyl figures, and we're working with artists that we've never worked with before, and we've always wanted to work with. We just haven't had the line to put them in. So we're working with 3 artists: Newligan, Chris Dominga, and Shomarase. Limited edition vinyl figures, so 3,000 for the standard versions at a $40 price point. And then we're releasing variants in the same months as the main figures are released. So 500 units for the variants at a $40 price point as well. And I have the Chris Dominga packaging here. It just kind of tells the story of what we're trying to do with Artist Alley. So Chris designed this Batman. It comes out in June. He's the closest one to coming out. This is a packaging mock-up, but it's going to have this 5th panel door that you can open up. It'll have magnets here to keep it closed. On the inside, it's going to have a sleeve with an art card that with the art that the figure's inspired by, but it'll also have a blank art card underneath. So you can take this to a convention where Chris Dominguez in Artist Alley, you can get them to sign your figure, give you a custom piece of artwork, and you can kind of, you then have your own unique package. So it's really cool. We want to embrace the artist community. We want to put those guys front and center, and we're super excited about this line for that reason.
Okay, was this something that the artists reached out to you guys about initially, or was it just an idea that you guys thought up and said, you know what, this is a good way to bring artists into the fold and do something in collaboration with them?
It's always a little bit of both. We walk Artist Alley and we see their art styles, and we want to put them front and center. So that's what we're doing here. We want to bring them into the fold. We are a company that focuses on artist-centric stuff. I mean, that's half, 3/4 of the stuff we do. So by bringing them into the vinyl community, we're really able to show off their artwork at an approachable price point so people can collect these things.
Okay.
Next one. So we're kind of in the more pure comic-based section here. So Teen Titans is all the rage. We have Teen Titans Go to the Movies. We have Teen Titans, or the Titans TV show on the DC Digital Network, coming later this year. And we're a big fan of the George Perez, the New Teen Titans run from many years ago, but we love George's art style, and that cover is super famous, New Teen Titans #1. So we're releasing a 7-part multi-part statue in a 6.5-inch scale. So they're coming out as solo statues. So if you just want Robin or Starfire, you can do that, or you can buy all 7 and complete the statue that recreates the cover. So Robin and Starfire come out in August. They're an $80 price point each, sold separately. Beast Boy, Cyborg come out in September. Wonder Girl and Kid Flash come out in October, and Raven comes out in November. So we're really excited about this. Really encapsulate George Perez's artwork. Down below, we have the Batman Black and White line. It's our longest running statue line. There's over 80 Batmans by different artists all the way through. We have Becky Cloonan, who was announced at San Diego. And then we have Gerard Way, who's the frontman of My Chemical Romance, and he's overseeing the Young Animal comic imprint at DC. He's been kind of brewing up a Batman story for years. He's still working on it. It's a passion project, but we came across the designs, wanted to incorporate it in Batman Black and White line, and he worked with us the whole way through the art direction. And there's just so much detail in the inside of Batman's cape. You can see a map of Gotham City back there. It's just really cool, and shows what the Batman Black and White line is. Man Who Laughs, Batman by Greg Capullo, based on the incredibly successful story arc. Greg's been in this line before. He did a Batman and a Joker. He comes back with the Man Who Laughs. Really cool statue, debuted here at Toy Fair. Next to that is the Harley Quinn Red, White, and Black line, the sister line to Batman Black and White. Same idea. Philip Tan and Michael Turner did great variant covers. They were the most successful variant covers of that month. So we turned those into statues. So Philip Tan comes out in September, Michael Turner in November. DC Bombshells, best-selling statue line for us. Been going on for 4 or 5 years. Wonder Woman was the first one to come out years ago. Circling back, doing a deluxe statue of her in a new pose. We have a couple statue, Batman and Catwoman. Catwoman sold out instantly when she first came out, so this is a way of getting her back into the line, and Batman for the first time. Joker's daughter, channeling Dick Sprang's Joker face on this mask, but really exciting piece that was once on a variant cover a few years ago. And then a Joker Harley action figure 2-pack based on the Bombshells best-selling statue, where they were doing the kiss thing from the Victory in Europe Day in Times Square, but like kind of role reversal thing. That statue sold out instantly. So.
I like what you guys are doing, what you've been doing with the Bombshell stuff, especially as far as the articulation is concerned. I feel like you guys are a step ahead of some of the other lines as far as giving the females double-jointed elbows, ab crunch. It's a lot of articulation, a lot of detail. They look great. So are you guys going to push forward and do more of that, or are you guys really focused on statues right now?
Statues are always the backbone of Bombshells. We don't have any other action figures planned at the moment, but when certain characters make sense, we are totally going to try to sprinkle those throughout as we move forward. But the statues come first for us.
What have you put out so far as the action figures go?
We have Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Batwoman, and then we have Hawkgirl, Batgirl, Katana, and I'm trying to think of the fourth one. I'm drawing a blank. But there's about 8 of them all together. This would make 10 figures altogether. So we're really excited about that. Oh, Mira is the fourth figure.
What's been the response?
To these, the people, it just makes sense to them. You know, the statue did so well, so people that have been collecting the action figures are like, yeah, thank you. I can totally round out this world. So down below we have the DC Cover Girls line. We have Joelle Jones is the current artist. We had Adam Hughes on the line years ago and Stanley Lau. She's doing a great, young, refreshing take. Harley Quinn and Supergirl were announced earlier this year. This is Batgirl. She's the latest entry. That line will roll on.
Okay.
Gotham City Garage, like Bombshells, are female superheroes in an alternate reality. So previously, we've released one statue a year with these crazy bikes on them, and they're super cool, but they're a little expensive. So it hasn't allowed us to really build the world as quickly as we want to. So we're coming back with Supergirl, who's a solo statue, but she's still got elements of that biker world. She's hoisting up an engine block with ease. She's in a biker jacket. She's got tattoos designed by Catherine Brannick. So really cool thing. We're going to try and sprinkle in those solo statues to kind of build that world a little faster.
These all look very good. They look great.
Thank you. DC Gallery. This is our new line of high-end props, collectibles, and kind of statement pieces. So right in front of us is the Joker in 1:1 scale bust by Rick Baker. Rick Baker's the 7-time Oscar award-winning special effect makeup artist. He did Michael Jackson's Thriller mask, Men in Black, Gremlins, like the list goes on and on. He's super famous, and we've crossed paths with him over the years. Boss Jim Fletcher reached out to him and said, hey, would you mind doing this 1:1 scale bust? We won't art direct you, you just do what you want. And this is what he came back with, and it's like super terrifying. Then for the props, we have the Joker cane.
Is that actually comes with the statue?
No, this is the bust is one thing, and the Joker cane is separate.
Gotcha.
But the Joker cane, walking stick / cane, which is kind of how the Joker uses it. It's got his face carved into the handle. You see the J shape that it creates. Really cool. Comes in at a $125 price point. Comes out this summer. And then we also have a Two-Face coin at a $30 price point. Super fun little coin, has a ton of weight to it.
Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah, exactly. Has the year 1942 on it for the first appearance of Two-Face. Not legal tender, but you can, make some decisions with it, right? Moving along here, we have the DC Designer Series statues. This line is meant to take our favorite artists and have them do what they're famous for. So Michael Turner did this Supergirl cover years ago, and we just turned it into a statue, and I think it turned out great. We're really happy with it. That comes out this fall. A really elegant piece, just kind of leaps off the page, right?
Yeah, it looks great.
Superman by Jim Lee. This is a sculpt in progress. The reason we wanted to premiere it here and sneak peek it is because it will feature the new Action Comics 1000 costume. So nice. Superman's briefs are back on the outside. It's got some other little costume details that we're going to work in there. Jim's been helping us art direct this thing the whole way through, so it really looks like a Jim Lee piece.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming along nicely.
Down below, Dark Knight's Metal by Greg Capullo. This 12-inch statue, just exactly like the promo image that came out over the summertime. Really excited about that. Anytime we can get Greg Capullo involved, it always turns out great. And then Red Hood by Kenneth Rocafort. Kenneth had a great run on Red Hood and the Outlaws. We're just big fans of his art style. We're able to capture that in this really cool statue.
Yeah, that looks great as well.
Yeah, comes out this fall. Trinity by Jason Fabach. Jason Fabach did a Trinity #1 variant cover. So we just took that cover, turned it into a statue, and you have 3 super stoic Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman statues all on one rock rubble base. It's just really, really impactful. If you're a fan of the Trinity, something you should definitely check out. And down below, because the bigger statues can be a little pricier, we have the Killing Joke Batman and Joker. They're sold separately. The Joker was sold as a 12-inch figure or statue last year, sold out instantly. So we've scaled it down, able to sell it at an $80 price point, which was much more approachable. And then Batman is a brand new statue based on the art of Brian Boland, and is a great companion piece to the Joker.
Nice.
Right next to them is a Jim Lee Collector 3-pack of Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. All 3 of those were released years ago, sold out. They were in their own lines. Batman was in the black and white line, Wonder Woman was in the Art of War line, and Superman was in the Man of Steel line. They had desaturated color tones to fit in those lines. We've punched them all up to their proper colors in a 3-pack. A great giftable item for the holidays. Comes out in the fall. Any fan of Jim Lee would, I think, be over the moon about that.
Nice.
And then DC TV, Black Lightning statue. Black Lightning premiered just a few weeks ago. Certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Cress Williams approved his head sculpt. Is super happy about the statue. So we're excited about that. And it fits in with the rest of the DC TV statue line with Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, so on and so forth. So we're moving forward with that.
Nice.
So over here we have the DC Core Pvc Statue line. So normally we've been doing resin statues.
Just so you guys know at home, Ming from Comic Book Men was here and was holding us up for a brief moment. Maybe I'll get a picture of him and include it in this. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
No worries. DC Core Pvc Statues, a new line for us. We've never made PVC statues before. What we like about this is they're obviously less breakable, and we're entering them at a $50 for price point, which is really great. We have 4 dynamic statues here of the Joker, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Batgirl. So really fun, great for a younger fan, perfect for a bookshelf.
I like these a lot.
Yeah, well, they're getting a really great reaction at the show so far. Down below we have Doomsday clock action figures. So what's exciting to us is we've never been able to do the comic-based designs for Watchmen action figures. We did the movie-based designs by the Zack Snyder movie, which were loyal to the comics, but we're able to do the pure comic designs. So we have 3 2-packs. So Ozymandias and Dr. Manhattan come in 1 2-pack. They're all $50. Rorschach and Mime come in a 2-pack in October, and then the Comedian and Marionette come in in November.
Okay.
They're in a 7-inch scale, which gets us back to our older scale. They have lots of articulation. I'll segue to our next line here because the articulation.
Yeah, these look really
here.
good. A lot of people in the A.C.B.A community are really excited about these. When the pre-order went up for these, actually, that was like one of our biggest hits that week. Actually, it was a lot of hits on the pre-orders for these. So I'm definitely interested in seeing these do well. Any plans beyond this? I know it's early. I know you guys just...
Yeah, right now we're just coming out with these. We obviously have character lists that go on, so hopefully, we can revisit that, and some come San Diego, maybe you can see more, but nothing to announce today. So.
Who's sculpting these?
That's a good question. I don't know. It's a variety of artists. I believe Paul Harding was on a few of them. I'll have to circle back with you on that. We can talk to the ask around.
I'll add it in.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
DC Essentials. The Watchmen action figures share the same articulation style as DC Essentials.
So these are 7-inch as well,
these
right?
These are 7-inch action figures. Superposable, less articulation than maybe before, but we're able to get a much larger range of motion.
When you say before, you mean as far as the
Icons had a ton of articulation.
Yes.
We scaled back a little bit, but what's important is I think you're able to get some great posing out of this because of the range of motion and the articulation. They come out in waves of 4: Batman, Deathstroke, Flash, Reverse Flash. So we'll do that hero-villain pairing throughout the line.
So just to be clear, Icons is pretty much done. This is the new highly articulated DC line that you guys are working on.
Right now we're focused on DC Essentials. The first wave comes out in July. The second wave comes out in September. We have Superman in his Action Comics 1000 costume, so we switched that up very quickly. Brainiac, Aquaman, and Black Manta, and those are perfect timing for the Aquaman movie.
And I really like the look and the design of the DC Icons figures, but they were just lacking a little articulation in certain areas. I see that these look to have an upper thigh swivel. Do they? Yes.
Yes, they do. Yeah, you can see the cut there, right there in the
All
Flash.
Right, perfect. So, I mean, I think that was one of the things of contrition with people was that they just weren't really happy with the fact that you couldn't kind of rotate them at that the pelvis, basically.
We're always, reevaluating articulation and trying to get the most that we can for you guys. And the nice thing about these 7-inch figures is that we're also able to get a lot more detail in here. So the head sculpts are great. The deco on Deathstroke is awesome. So we're really able to bring a lot to the table with these figures.
And are you guys want to focus more on classic costumes for this stuff, or are you just going to do a variety of classic and modern?
A little bit of classic and modern. You'll see that I guess we'd lean more modern, but we're certainly going to look at the past. Batman's in his Rebirth costume, but Superman's in his brand new Action 1000 costume. So we're probably going to try to stay current, but that doesn't mean we're not going to look to the past in future assortments.
And how much are you guys looking at other lines that outside of DC, as far as like people trying to match the figures? Because I mean, you guys are going with a 7-inch scale. Most collectors that would buy these primarily buy 6-inch stuff. So as far as kind of like comparing them or using them with other figures, it's
Yeah,
hard.
We wanted to get back to this scale because that's where we used to live, and a lot of our fans are collecting our figures, and we want that make sure that lines up. So we're at the 7-inch scale for that reason. The articulation and the movement and whatnot is great as well. So hopefully this fits into some of the collections you guys have. Yeah. Oh, one more thing. $26 price point for DC Essentials. We've been able to bring the price point down a little bit.
Nice.
So we're trying to bring the best offering we can to all of you.
So about $26 each at retail, while the Doomsday figures are about $25 a piece, being that you'll get them in a 2-pack, correct?
Yep, that is correct.
All right, cool. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Yeah, anytime.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, sure.
That's crispy.